And there is a process involved in this. So to go to court, you require 2 medical affidavits that swear an affidavit in support of their opinion that the patient is incapable. There's some rigor required in the medical affidavits. The diagnosis is required, and also clinical findings as to what the nature is of the disability. If you're looking for someone, or if someone is looking to become comitative person, you want to see in the medical affidavit that the adult cannot prepare food for themselves, or would not know what to do in an emergency, or may become lost. And you want to see specific evidence as to why a comitative person would be of assistance to them. It's also important that there's some sort of prognosis, so that in certain circumstances, it may not be necessary. The person may be unconscious for a period of time, but not necessarily over the longer term, or situations involving a person who may have suffered stroke. So they start out quite incapacitated during the early course of their recovery, but they may regain their capacity later on. So usually the medical affidavit will refer in some way to the situation as it is now and the situation as it's likely to progress. And then the affidavit of kindred and fortune, and again, this is the kind of language that's used in an older statute. What that actually means is who are the family and what are the adult's assets. And so you set out a lot of detailed personal information about the adult and about yourself as the petitioner. You provide the patient's age, their current living arrangements, their anticipated plan for care, and their income, assets, expenses, and liabilities. It's not a requirement of the affidavit that you set out your plan of management of the adult's affairs, but I always recommend that people do so, because it addresses potential problems down the road on the passing of accounts. For instance, it may be that the immediate plan is to sell the property because the adult is going into facility, or it may be the plan that the proposed comitee wants the adult to live with them, and then they will provide care, and they would want some sort of reimbursement or caregiving allowance in order to do that. And it's always useful to disclose that up front, that you are going to reimburse yourself for caregiving services, or that your actual plan is to immediately liquidate the real property assets.